Good morning. Happy Tuesday, fellow humans. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay. It's actually my Friday because, I'm taking the extra day off this week, taking all the rest of the week off, all weekend off, and all next week off. Of course, with no pay. I'm pretty sure y'all know that by now. I've been saying that for the last few days. But it's 6/24/25. Man, what a night last night, huh? I don't know if you saw my police versus terrorist video, but I mentioned I would do a recap on how last night went. And there we go. Gotta get your tickets to the gun show. Man, just kidding. Anyways, I ended up getting some sleep after I stopped the video. I think there was, after the helicopter left, the helicopter hung around for probably another 15 minutes after I shut the video down. And there was no more illegal explosions, fireworks, while the helicopter was there, so they stopped. So I'm pretty sure the helicopter found who were lighting them off, so because they stopped. And I think after the helicopter left, there was maybe like 2 more explosions the whole night, and that was it. So I think mission accomplished, actually, and which is a good thing, because I'm pretty sure that all this terrorism shit's coming from like the same people. Okay, maybe they move around a little bit, but I think they caught on to them. See if this is gonna work. Well, yep, we're good. So I think I don't think I'm the only one that called the cops last night. I think there was a few others, because we're getting tired of it. I'm pretty sure there's probably everybody around here is really tired of those people. It's probably just a few dudes sitting around drinking beer, got a bag full of fireworks, box full of fireworks, and they think it's fun, They think they're not thinking about the community around here. That's what I think it is, okay? Either that, or they're just being malicious and they're doing it on purpose. It could be both, actually. Probably that's what it is, both. Dumb, trying to have fun, and malicious, okay? They get a kick out of, knowing that they're disrupting a neighborhood, So anyways, I got good sleep last night. After the police showed up and the helicopter flew around for almost an hour, I think they got the message and they stopped. There was only like just 1 or 2 after that the whole night, so that's what I'm gonna do from now on, because they started as soon as the sun went down, like just before 9 p.m. That's when they started. And you know what, from now on, when that shit does it, as soon as I hear just a few, if I do, I'm gonna get on the right away, gonna get on with the police right away, nip that shit in the bud. And if the police keep showing up and they keep finding these people that are doing it, they'll be forced to do something then. I don't know if they made contact with anybody, the police, last night, but whatever, even if it was just a helicopter flying around, it was enough to make them stop. So mission accomplished, at least for last night. So I was pretty happy to see that the police actually did their job and it worked. So I feel much better today, man. It makes such a difference. I think what happens is when them idiots do that, it makes my blood pressure go up, okay? Because it makes me angry. And that just completely messes up my whole night of sleep, because, the way you sleep is basically how you're feeling when you actually, right when you fall asleep. Whatever's bugging you when you fall asleep, it's gonna stick with you while you're sleeping, That's pretty much how it works. So, you know, I feel that, you know, maybe we're on to something, you know, the community working with law enforcement, the police, maybe we can, you know, have an effect on these idiots doing this shit around here, you know. And, you know, as long as nobody does anything, maybe I'm the only one that called, and maybe I'm the one that's gonna help at least calm it down, you know. I don't know. I don't want to take credit for anything, but if it's just me doing it and it's gonna help, I'm gonna keep doing it, because it's not right what these assholes are doing, you know. There's no reason to be lighting off illegal fireworks every day at nighttime. There's just no reason for it, okay? I don't understand, you know, I don't know if they're getting these fireworks free or what, but that's a lot of money they're blowing on fireworks, man. Just for entertainment at the communities, at the neighborhood's expense. You know, it's lame. So I'm just happy that it stopped, and maybe, you know, in the future it might work if they start up again. We'll just keep doing what we're doing, and I'll call them every night if I have to, if it's gonna help, because, you know, sleep's important, man. You got to get good sleep. And I have a hard enough time with my sleep apnea interrupting me, you know. I don't need outside, you know, bullshit affecting my sleep either, you know, on top of that. So that's how it turned out. It actually worked. The helicopter, the police, I don't know. I got a feeling they actually made contact with these people, the police on the ground. Because, I don't know, maybe the helicopter scared them into stopping it, you know, because the helicopter circled for a whole hour, man. Maybe they're like, well, maybe we should cut it out, you know, at least for tonight, right? Because the cops are onto us. So I think if it starts up again, you just got to get the police there like as quick as possible, because then that lets them know that the cops are on it, you know, that they're not going to get away with it for very long. And that lets them know that the people in the community are not liking it either, because they're going to realize that someone called the police in, you know, that someone called, and, you know, that someone is near, and that someone doesn't like the bullshit that they're doing, you know. So that's that. Worked out good last night. So that gives us a little game plan for the future in case it starts happening again, which I hope it doesn't, you know. I don't like to have to call the police. I don't. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and if nobody does it, they'll just keep doing it. They'll just keep terrorizing the neighborhood, you know. They don't care. It's all fun to them, probably, you know. So there's the update on that. I want to get this day knocked out and get out of the city, get out of Orange County, get out of California for a few days, and just go see my mom, enjoy being with my mom, you know, because it's not like I get to see my mom very often. Lately it's only been like for a few days a year. That's it. One time a year for just a few days. You know, I mean, that's better than nothing, you know. But, you know, it's just, I wish it didn't cost me so much. You know, I wish my company gave me paid vacations, because it's going to cost me quite a bit of money just to go see my mom, you know. But you can't put a price tag on that. You know, if you got it, you might want to go see your parents, you know, your mom. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, no amount of money's more important than seeing my mom. Mom's more important than any amount of money. So that's that. So it's gonna be weird not being at work, because I'm such in this routine that it is weird to stop the routine, because you're just not used to it, you know? My life has been work. And it's like, when I'm not working, I'm going to be like a fish out of water probably. Like, oh my God, what the hell? There's life outside of work. But, yeah. It's going to be good to get out, see Mom, relax for a change. I'm not going to be doing no working out. I'm not going to be working, no working out. I'm just going to relax, enjoy being around my mom, enjoy being outside of California, out, you know, where it's open land, and it's going to be nice, you know. It's just I'm not looking really too forward to the drive. It's a long drive, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe I will enjoy it. I don't know. I'm renting a car. I'm not taking my truck, so at least I have peace of mind knowing that I'll have a newer vehicle driving out to see my mom, you know. So that's cool. I have to pick the thing up tomorrow. So I'm just gonna pick that thing up, pick the car up, come back to the pad for a little bit, get all my stuff together, and I'm out. I'm out bouncing. And we'll see how it goes from there, you know. I know it's probably hotter than hell out there. It's probably over 100 degrees in the daytime now, because last time I went out this time of year, it was 110 degrees. It was hot. So, not looking forward to the heat, but it's not like we're hanging out outside anyways. I mean, just pretty much that's the life out there. You stay inside in the summertime pretty much all the time. It's like an oven, literally. But, you know, oh, yeah. Switching gears. So, you know, it looks like Iran and Israel agreed to a ceasefire. So, it looks like the conflict is over. I think it's over. They're calling it the 12-day war. It was over pretty much right after it begun. So it was super fast. Mission accomplished, apparently. I don't know. It might not be over, but it looks like it is. So, you know, Trump's plan, the military's plan, worked. It took the legs right out from under Iran and just crippled them, man. They almost immediately after that they threw their 6 little missiles just for show, you know, just for shits and giggles, and blew whatever up they did. And you know, Trump laughed at them and said, "Okay, you done now?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're done. We're good." So that's that, man. I think it's over. There's your World War III, you know. So all these, you know, conspiracy theorists out there saying World War III here, all these fear-mongering people saying World War III's here, you know, they were, as of now, they're wrong. So I didn't think that World War III was going to start, because I just don't think that people are, you know, the leaders are that stupid. So Iran was a nothing burger pretty much, which is a good thing, because we really don't want any wars, you know. And it got resolved with no deaths and nothing like that. And it was pretty clean ordeal. It went down pretty clean. So, you know, good job. That's all I can say is good job by the administration. Good job by everybody. It's handled. That's all that matters. So I'm at work now. I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. I got to get in there, serve my time, take some time off, and enjoy my life for a change. So thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And y'all have a fantastic Tuesday. Tri-Tip Tuesday. So we'll see you later. All right.